Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penge, and welcome back to the Guild 3, where we rejoin the Piece of Cake dynasty once more. And last time out we did quite a lot of things. There was quite a lot going on in the world of the Piece of Cakes. So one thing that we did was that we got ourselves this fancy thing just here, woodworking level 3, and that allowed us to upgrade our building here from a ternary to a joinery. Now I don't really know what that means in terms of the world of carpentry. I'm not entirely sure. Before they could only turn wood and now they can join it. I don't really know. So we upgraded this. It did put in a kind of pulley thing outside, and they've got some big doors and lots of planks outside now as well. I mean, other than that, it looks pretty much the same, but yeah, they must have more kit in there to enable them to do more carpentry stuff. And if we look at what they're actually making, they're not making anything too different to what they were doing previously. So when we turned it into the joinery that it is now, the new items that got added were a ruby staff and a cupboard. And I was kind of secretly hoping that the AI would go, hey, okay, I'm fed up of making hand carts, because we're just making hand carts, I think. We're just making so many of them. So I think I was hoping that it would get bored and go, do you know what? Let's make something different. Let's make cupboards. And they could just make loads and loads of cupboards. We could fill them with geeks and it would be brilliant and it would be all very lovely. But no, they seem to be sticking with what they know. They seem to be sticking with hand cards. There will come a point where we'll oversaturate the market with hand cards. Everybody will have a hand cart. Every single person, even if they don't need one, they'll just be dragging it behind them thinking, everyone's got a hand cart. I feel like I should have this one. I don't need it, but I'll look silly without one. So, yeah, we hope the peer pressure. Eventually peer pressure will get there and maybe people will stop buying hand carts and we could make some cupboards. I don't know, but whatever the case, that's been upgraded, and yeah, we put some more sort of things on as well. We got some more add-ons and such like for it as well, because now we can have 24 maximum. We've only got 8, so we could go in and spend a little bit there at some point. So yeah, we did that. That was quite good. Another thing that we are waiting on the results of is that Gunther is currently the Arsenal master. He is the master of the Arsenal, but we have applied for a new job. So at 12 minutes past 11 this very morning of the summer of 1421, we will find out if Gunther becomes captain. So that's this job here. I mean, that's quite senior. It wasn't that long ago since he was down here as an informer. He kind of stepped to here. I don't quite know how he got to there. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember applying for that. Maybe he got promoted. Then we came to here, and then we're possibly going to go up to here. Now, I don't think anybody else has even applied. So it's looking pretty good. But it says the captain is responsible for security in the city. So Gunther is going to have quite a responsible job. It's not just like this informer job where he just kind of went round and listened to people and essentially snitched on people and grassed them up. He's now got to be responsible for security in the city. Now, I don't know what that means, and I don't know what new things it will unlock for us down here, but that's very intriguing. So yeah, that is on its way. So yeah, not too long until that's going to happen. We also spent quite a bit of money on oiling the wheels of bureaucracy, and that got us a massive pile of influence. And then we went straight into the ambition tree, and we spent most of that influence. We didn't spend all of it, but we spent quite a chunk on all these things here. So we've got ourselves extra things here for productivity. We've got ourselves this here for reputation bonus and intelligence and bonuses when bargaining. And this affects everybody. This affects everybody that is involved with the Piece of Cake dynasty. So all of the family members, but also all of the employees as well. So we get ourselves, I believe, if it says there, +2 bonus to bargaining, that affects everybody, not just our family. So all of our workers are now better at bargaining, which is excellent news. There is one that we didn't get. There's one there which increases our speed by 5%. That actually might be okay to get now. I was keeping around 3,000, but I think I was trying to keep about 3,000 influence because we need this much to go to become a nobleman, which hopefully we will do in this part. But I think we can spend that now. I think we can increase our speed and get some 7-league boots. Thanks to your well-developed leg muscles, you are faster than others when walking and running. Okay, so we can run away from people quicker when they try and come and inevitably attack us. Okay, so yeah, we'll get that. We might as well spend some money on some influence on that. Okay, so that's good. So everyone's going to go around and become a tiny bit quicker. I mean, yeah, it's not the most useful of things. What is this thing just here? What is this? Oh, we have an execution site. I was unaware that we had an execution site next to the well. And that's a sort of gibbet type thing there. Oh, I was entirely unaware. It's outside the mercenary quarters, which I suppose is quite suitable. Get someone in here, put I don't know, like a mask on them. They would, yeah, executioners had a bag on their head, didn't they? Pop over to, that looks like a foundry. Pop over here, sharpen your axe, come along here, do some executions. Oh no, they're not chopping off heads, they're hanging people. Oh, okay. Right, okay, well you probably don't need an axe then, but you still need an executioner to come and I don't know what they do. Flip pull a lever? Yeah, pull a lever and then the trapdoor things do something and it's all unpleasant. I never realised we had an execution site. I don't know if I need to be concerned by this. Hopefully we'll never ever have any of our people in this because we're being nice. Well, there you go. We have an execution site. Who knew? What else did we do last time? Yes, now that's something we're going to come to right now. So, as well as unlocking some of those things in here, so we grabbed ourselves woodworking level 3. As well as that, we also moved over into the world of agriculture. So the piece of cakes are fairly, they've got quite a wide skill set now. So rather than sticking down handicraft, we've gone into a bit into herbalism, which hasn't been the greatest payoff, but hopefully this will be. We've moved over into the world of agriculture, but we're not building crofts. Oh no, we're not building crofts. We're not going to get windmills. No. We're going down this route because we can get ourselves a pastry shop. Oh, it shall be glorious. And in the pastry shop, we can sell cream cakes. We are the piece of cake dynasty and we can sell cakes. And there was a moment where I wasn't really sure which one to go for, whether I was going to go for a hospital or this, but then it became immediately apparent that we're the piece of cake. So yes, we're going to build this and we're going to do this now because we've got ourselves enough money to do it. We've got absolute massive bagfuls of money. It's brilliant. So we're going to do this now so we can make gingerbread, cream cakes, barley bread, wheat bread, honey, rock candy, hardtack, I don't know what that is, it sounds unpleasant, and bread rolls. This all sounds excellent indeed. Now the only thing is, do we want to get ourselves a windmill? I don't know. I mean, that could be a thing that we could get. I mean, I don't know if we're going to open up this open up the pastry shop and find out that we have no resources. One thing I don't know is that do we need to open the One thing I'm not sure of is whether we need to open up a windmill. I don't know if we need to open up a windmill in order to get the... One thing I'm not sure about is whether we need to open up a windmill, because the windmill might provide resources that we need to make all of these lovely bready products. I don't know. I mean, are there other windmills? I think there's one near our starting location, isn't there? I'm fairly sure there's one. Yeah, there's one there. Windmill, which is called... we grind everything. Okay. Not picky. That's good to know when we have something to hide. Okay. Oh, there's one there as well. Oh, no, there's plenty of other ones. So they might well be selling stuff to the market or whatever. Oh, there's loads of them. Oh, there's loads of windmills. Oh, no, we needn't worry. We needn't worry about windmills at all. So let's get our new place constructed, shall we? So let's get ourselves a pastry shop. This shall be a lovely moment. And now, hang on a second. Where do we want to put the pastry shop? Our two other shops are over here. The joinery and the tailor shop are over here. And where are the other sort of baker type shops? And there's one here, isn't there? Yes. Now there's one there called the Rolling Scones, which is a brilliant pun. And I do like that. And that's the only one over here. That's a public house. That's a herb place. That's a foundry. Okay, so what about over this side? That's a brickery. Okay, so they make stone stuff. That's a hospital. That's a warehouse. We've got a ternary. Boo, another ternary. That's a smuggler's hideout, which they're announcing, so it's a little bit strange. Hello, we're smugglers and we're hiding here. That's a mercenary thing. That's a pub. That's another foundry. That's a pub. That's an alchemist. That's clothing. And that's a printing office. So we don't have any bakery type things over here in the main sort of city area. I would say this is the old town. This is the original bit, and this is the main city area. We don't have anywhere that serves delicious bread rolls. I think there is a gap in the market here. So let's grab ourselves a pastry shop, which is a little bit cheaper than a joinery. Yes, please. Goody Goodies is, I mean, that's a solid name, but no, of course not. We're going to have the piece of cakes. Because that makes perfect sense. Piece of cakes. Yes, we will have that, please. Now, can we fit that into that gap? No, unfortunately, we cannot. Okay. So we can't build this thing on the market, which is unfortunate. It could go... it can't go there. Oh, it can go there. I wanted it more over that way, but I don't know why. Yeah, that gap, it would have been perfect to put it in that little gap there. We could put it just here, look. It's not too far away from the market. It's near the city hall, in fact. Yeah, we might get contracts. We might get the city hall saying, oh, we've got a big meeting. Can you bring us some bread rolls, please? We'll order some in. So, yeah, I think we build it here. That seems like a pretty good spot. So, yeah, okay, there. That will do. 4,710. Yeah, I think we'll be able to afford that. Marvellous. So, piece of cake cakes is being constructed. Okay, let's get this done. Let's just move time on nice and fast. So we'll get this sorted. Oh, hang on. No. Well, actually, hang on. Whilst that's underway, we had one of our family members was ready to do something, to actually get on with a job. And it was Sponge. So last time out, Sponge came of age, which is very exciting. So she is now 16 and she's single. And we got her to go and grab a load of woolen cloaks that we had made ourselves. So rather than buying them, we can make them in our own shop. So we took somebody off automation. We said go make woolen cloaks because woolen cloaks give you a +3 bonus when bargaining. So it makes sense for all of our transporters to have those. So the very important job that Sponge has is to go and deliver woolen cloaks to all of our transporters. So let's run you over this way, Sponge. So you can head over this way. Now, I'm fairly certain, actually, let's slow it down a tad. I think you do have one, don't you? So Akim, I think, has one. Yes, he's got the woolen cloak, and he's also got that as well. He does have the gem ring. We might do that as well at some other point. We might go and buy a load of gem rings. But right now, let's get this done. So pop this over to here. Sponge nips into the woodry, and then we can take that out of there. Pop that into there. Say, yeah, we only want one of those, please. Lovely. And then Franziska then needs to come home. Where are you, Franziska? Is that you? Is that you stood out the front? No. Where is Franziska? I think she might... Is she inside already? Hang on a minute. She might be inside already. Let's grab that and put that in there. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, okay. Marvellous. Right, so when are you actually going to come out of here? Because, yeah, when they're inside, we can't swap their things around. When they're inside a building, we cannot make them change their sort of inventory items. So I think what we need to do is we need to get her to come outside, which is a little bit of a faff, and then go here and then swap that round. So she's got rubbishy transporter's clothes, which she does not need. Now you can go back into there, and then you can just let's just put them into there for now. They're not worth anything. I mean, we could just burn them. They don't do anything. They don't sell for anything. So there's no point. Right, you have no route assigned because I've just broken that. So adhere to the storage rules, please. And there you go. You're doing some stuff. Wooden frame. Okay, you're on the case. And you are wearing your woolen cloak, which is lovely. So your bonus when bargaining is now 8. So the cloak gives you +3. And one of those ambition skill things we picked gives you +2. So that is brilliant. That is very, very good indeed. So an 8 bonus when doing some bargaining. Okay, right. That's encouraging. Now we need to go. We need to go back into there. We need to get Sponge, and Sponge needs to go to the other places. So you've covered that one. You've covered that one. Sponge, it's time to run over to the crude craftsman's hut. It's a bit of a hike. Yeah, it's fine though. It'll take you out into the countryside where you used to play and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, head out this way. If you can. Are you doing that, Sponge? Have I just completely messed that up? Hang on a minute. Right, let's make sure the Sponge is on the way. And I don't think Sponge is. Nope, Sponge is not. Sponge is not leaving. Sponge. Come here. Come outside. Leave this place. There we go. And now head over to here, please. Yeah, it's harder to click on this than you might think. Yeah, head over to there. There we go. The village is actually in a bit of a mess. There's quite a few buildings that have fallen into absolute ruins. There's one just here, a big building. So that must have been a fairly big structure, maybe like a croft or something. There's a smaller building here. There's another building here. And there's another building here. So that's 4 buildings that have fallen down. And of course, our building over here did fall down. But then somebody has built on the top of it. So they cleared the debris away and they've built this craftsman hut here. So that is very intriguing. I wonder what is going on. Now we can't click it. We can't click to find out what it once was. So I don't know what they were. But yeah, I guess either they're not paying attention to them, to the the status of them. They've fallen down. I would find that unlikely for the AI. Maybe the AI has struggled to get any money, so they've just fallen down because they can't afford to repair them, or they just don't need them anymore. They've kind of given up on the village stuff. They've gone, do you know what? We're not making much money off these little places in the village. Let's get bigger structures in the sort of, in the town now. Let's get the fancy pants buildings rather than the little buildings. I do not know, but yeah, that's a bit weird that there's 4 of them that have just fallen down. But okay, fine. Our ones are all intact. We went through and repaired all our ones, which is lovely. So yeah, they're all absolutely fine. They're pretty much in tip-top shape. And just as Sponge runs from the new town over into the village area, our new building has been completed. And there it is. The pastry shop is in. Piece of cake cakes is a thing. Let's take a look. Oh, and that is brilliant. That might well be my favourite building model that we've seen so far, because it's got actual food items in. It's got items. It's got little bits of bread. Oh, that's very good. Oh, and you can't go too near because we kind of zoom into the model. It's got proper loaves there. It's kind of got, well, whatever you would call them. I don't know, buns or batches or cobs or rolls or whatever there. And then it's got kind of baguette type things there as well. Okay, this is wonderful. And it's a nice building. It's got a little sort of, I don't know what that would be, like a wood firing type thing outside. That's when they make the wood-fired pizzas. And bags of flour and what have you. Okay, that's good. And then a sign that I understand. I didn't really understand the sign on the woodry. It was some sort of, what did people say it was? A plane for planing out the wood. I can't remember what people told me in the comments now. But that is clearly some flour and a kind of bread product just there. I get that. And again, it's quite a big building. It's a very big structure for just making bread. I mean, would have thought a single story structure would have been fine. But yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's got a wheel at the back for doing its own milling or something. What's that for? Or do we put people in it and make them run to generate power? I don't know. Okay, right. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. We've bought a thing with a broken window. Can we repair this window, please? That's going to be letting all the cold air in. Okay, right. We need to set this up. So yeah, we've got loads of money. We can sort all this out. So first things first, add-ons. Let's give ourselves another worker, because that makes sense. Let's give ourselves fire protection. Let's give ourselves disease protection. These are all kind of essential things. Building security will have a point of that. Customer satisfaction, yes, please. And productivity, yes, please. Okay, we can have two slots filled for building security and disease protection, and also fire protection. I think it's okay. I mean, this might be tempting fate. This might be absolutely and utterly tempting fate, but we haven't seen any fires yet. Although now I'm expecting everything to be on fire. Yeah, we've not seen fires yet. So I can't remember seeing a building that is ablaze, and I wouldn't know how to put it out if there was a building that was ablaze. So hopefully that's not implemented in the game yet. It's just a thing that is there that we can have. Let's hope we don't need to find that out, because that would make me sad. So I think that's all the add-ons we need to do. Okay, let's hire some people. So we shall hire a transporter. Absolutely. Hugo. Hello, Hugo. Welcome aboard. And then welcome Truda, maybe? Alisa or Alisa, maybe. Alisa, Christine, and Lisa and Alisa, and we have Ula. Okay, so the 5 employees are in. So what we need to do now is we need to look at our storage rules. So we can make pretty much everything except a small cake of joy. That's the only thing we can't make because we're not at that skill level yet. I am very intrigued. This is a cream cake, yet this thing here appears to be a ghost. Why do we need ghosts to make cream cakes? What's going on there? We need a spirit of wine. Okay, spirit of wine is obtained from berries, and, as opposed to pure alcohol, contains a special volatile substance, which, in the light of recent findings, scholars refer to as the breath of life. Why is that in a cream cake? I don't fully understand what's going on there. Right, what we're going to do is, let's go to, what's going to make the most money? I imagine cakes. Cream cakes are going to make the money. A cream cake sells for a heck of a lot of money. And gingerbread. So cream cakes and gingerbread seem to be where the money is. Okay, so storage rules. Let's go and have a faff about with this. Barley bread, that actually seems to make an okay amount of money. So keep a maximum of that in storage of 20, please. And yes, sell that. Barley flour, max storage of maybe 40 of that. Procure that if you need it. blackberries? Oh, there are more blackberries being required. Okay, 40 of that, yes. Minimum in storage of barley flour. Let's put 10. Let's put 10 for that, because I'm not too... In fact, minimum storage blackberries of 0. What do we... Hang on, what do we need blackberries for? Blackberries are for rock candy. Yeah, I'm not so bothered about that. Well, yeah, 0 is absolutely fine. Right, bread rolls. Right, hang on. How many things are we selling in the front store? Barley bread, bread rolls, cream cakes, gingerbread, hardtack, honey. We can't sell all these things in the front store. We haven't got enough room. We could go to add-ons and add a front store space. It's 900 monies, but I think, yeah, we can afford it. We can certainly afford it. Let's spend a little bit of money. Let's get ourselves a 4th front store slot. I thought that was supposed to open. Hang on. What if we do that? What if we go back in? Hang on. Why has it not done that? Whoa! All sorts of crazy stuff. Oh, I thought that would have expanded our front store area to give us an extra thing. Front store slots. Okay, this will increase the number of storage slots in your front store by +3. Maybe it was on 2 and we've just added it up to 3. That's probably fine. Okay, so what do we want to sell in the front store? I think bread is probably a good, solid thing that people are going to want to buy. So keep in the front store of barley bread. But then bread rolls. Bread rolls seem a good thing. They seem a good thing. Hang on, cream cakes, definitely. We're going to be selling those. So, yeah, minimum in storage of 5 of those, please. And a maximum in storage of 20. And then in the front store, have 5. And we'll just notch that up ever so slightly. Okay. Fat, minimum of 20. I'd love to be able to see what we get. Okay, right here. Wheat flour, rock candy, and spirit of wine. Oh, hang on. To make a cream cake, we need rock candy. Really? The rock candy that requires the blackberries? Oh, crikeys. Okay, right. Just make all of the nice foods. Make the food that makes us lots of money, please. Okay, I think this is now all set up okay. So we've got ourselves ingredients that we need to make the things that we then want to sell, because that's how making stuff works. So the barley bread, we've made sure that we have a lot of barley flour and fat and buckets of water available. So like barley flour, always have 20 in storage. So go and buy that, because you can always make more barley bread and then sell it. That's good. And then buckets of water and fat and all that kind of stuff. Then we want to go down to the other bread. So the wheat bread requires wheat flour. That's fine. We're going to always have 20 of that. Buckets of water we've already sorted. Then also in this bread, for some reason, it requires moonflowers. Now, I'm fairly certain that bread doesn't require a flour, but okay, that's fine. It requires normal flour, but not actual flowers. So, yeah, we've got to go and get some of those. So they're now into minimum in storage of 20 and maximum in storage of 20. Actually, no, that's not right. Maximum storage of 40, please. So, yeah, we'll sort that out. So they're going to get moonflowers. And then for the cream cake, so the cream cake is a little bit more complicated. The wheat flour we've done. Spirit of wine is set. So 20 to 48. Yes, scrolling actually moves those numbers. So that's sorted. But then also the cream cake requires rock candy. Now we can make our own rock candy. So also we're going to be buying honey, as we can see here, which has now gone up to 47. The scrolling thing is a bit of an issue. And what else do we need for rock candy? Blackberries. So we've got that sorted as well. So blackberries are now back in fashion, because then hopefully if we get ourselves all that rock candy, we can then make cream cakes and make a nice profit and all that kind of stuff. So I think that is all set up. I think everything is ready to go. So let's just see how this is going to work. So automated. Oh, I missed that one there. Automated. Actually, Hugo, my good sir. Come here for a second. Right. Pop over to the market, because we know the deal with this. We know the deal. You need to run over to the market. And where is Sponge? Right, Sponge is down here. Okay, now we're going to move time on to normal speed, which will cause some of the people watching this to rejoice. But I think we've just found out if Gunter got the job. Did Gunter get the job? Gunter is the captain. It's Captain Gunter. It's no longer just Gunter. It's Captain Gunter. Gunter is the captain of the city. And he's still wandering around, just doing some PR exercises. Okay, what does this mean we can do? Oh my goodness me, there is all sorts of... No, they were here before, weren't they? Of course they were. So there's city law changing, organising the city guards. Use the privileges of your office to plan the patrol routes of the city guards. I mean, should we just do that for fun? I don't need to do it, but we could do it just for fun. I don't think he's got any other particular actions that he can do from having this position. No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. I mean, what does this do? Organise the city guards. Oh my goodness me, there is an actual fancy screen for this. So Captain Gunther is having a little bit of a chat with the Dungeon Master. Okay. Right, okay. Okay, so what do we do with this then? So there's a certain pool of constables by the look of it, and we can send them around the place. So the old town has 11 guards. That makes sense. Can we add one in? Okay, so now we can say it has how many guards? Okay, I don't understand that. What's that? What's the 4? City guards 11. What's this number showing me though? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So now we've put them all out. Is that all we've done? We've now dispatched those guards out to do some work. Whereas if we don't, they're just sat about doing nothing. We've got a pool of guards and we're not using them. Well, let's actually get some more guards around the place. The new town had 2 guards. Yeah, we've got some of our businesses in the new town. Let's do that. And then Sudenburg can also have some more guards. So we'll propose that as a thing. Now, what happens with that, I don't know. Vote on a proposal. Oh my goodness me, we get a fancy vote thing going on. The captain says, the captain says yes. The captain agrees on all these things. The Dungeon Master does not agree with those there, but we didn't change them. They weren't changed. Okay, the outcome is yes, because I think we outrank him. Okay, so hopefully that will go ahead. Okay, let's leave that scene. It's a shame we can't move this panel out the way and just have a look at the table they're looking at, because that looks very intriguing. I mean, there's a piece of weird, blurry art on the wall, but yeah, I want to see what's on this table. But unfortunately, yes, I don't think we can't move this out of the way. Okay, never mind. Right, so that's going to keep happening. So Gunther has now got a fancy pants job. Now because he's done that, he's now no longer doing anything. Okay, can you go and do the yelling about yourself again? Can you go and do the PR stuff? Oh yeah, we need you to go back home. Really, let's leave you doing that for now. Right, hang on a minute. Go back to here, because Sponge has now probably arrived here. Excellent. Right, Sponge, drop off one of those. Thank you very much. Right, now Sponge, I'm going to select you. Come back outside. Hello, Sponge. And pop over to the Pastry Shop. So run over to there. Let's get that bit sorted first. What's that? A trade agreement. Oh, hang on. An alliance between us and the Schmalburgers. Yeah. Okay, why not? I accept this alliance. Hooray! Right, the trade agreement is valid, and we have become allies with those guys. We're allies with quite a lot of them, actually. In fact, we're allies with 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're allied with the Gürtelmachers, the Heppners, the Schmalburgers, and the Rollers. We are still feuding with the Schlenders and the Knollers. I mean, they're quite... I thought we'd ended that feud. I thought the feud with the Schlenders had gone away. Yeah, can we talk to them? Can we go and talk to them now and not have a feud with them anymore? That would be nice. Diplomacy. Dynastic trade. Yeah, end of feud. Can we have that, please? I would like to end the feud. And we'll just propose that. I don't think we've ticked anything else. No, that's all fine. So yeah, just that, please. The trade agreement is perfect. Joachim Schlender has accepted your trade proposal. Oh, God, this is wonderful. Okay, so now we go to here. We are not feuding. Okay, can we do the same with the Knolls or the Knollers? Because I don't really want to be enemies with anybody. So let's have a chat to you. Can we end a feud, please? I propose this. And it's perfect. The Knollers have accepted the trade proposal. Your reputation has diminished. The diplomacy status of your dynasty and the dynasty Roller is now neutral. And the trade agreement, okay, they're very happy. So the Rollers didn't like the fact that we just made peace with the Knollers. So the Knollers and the Rollers are not very good friends. Okay, but at least now we're not feuding with anybody, which is very good. I mean, I'm tempted with the Schlenders now. We've got quite a good rep with the Schlenders. Is it worth asking if they would like an alliance? is that worth doing? Can we establish an alliance? Can we turn this round? Because at the start, early on in the dynasty of the piece of cakes, the Schlenders were mean to us and they attacked us a lot and they were bullies and all unpleasant. Maybe we could just forget that and bury the hatchet and open up a new era of peace between us. So yeah, do you want to establish an alliance? Yes, they do. The Schlenders have gone from being our feuding enemies to our allies, which is wonderful. The Nockenhauers, can we become friends with you as well? I mean, we might as well if we can. We might as well be friends with everybody. Okay, trade. Would you like an alliance? Propose. It's perfect. Okay, this is going wonderful. Gunther, Captain Gunther is doing very well. Well done, Captain. Okay, now the other two are probably going to tell me to go away, I would imagine. But it's worth a go. We've not had much to do with the, however you pronounce that, Wolgamuths. So let's have a go. Let's have a go and just see if they would like to establish an alliance. They might tell me to clear off. No, they're happy with it as well. Okay, brilliant. And the last ones are these. So the Nollers, maybe they might tell us to clear off because we've only just come out of a feuding state with them. Would you like an alliance? Yes. We're allied with all of the other dynasties. I don't know what that means. I don't really know what that means for us, but I assume it means they're not going to come and try and stab us in the head or whatever. Okay. Well, that's quite good then. So, hurrah for us. We're now friends with all of the other dynasties. That's nice. However, looking at that, our standing with the rollers has come tumbling down. It was quite high, I think, but that's come down. So I guess we have allied with some of their enemies, and that's made them less than happy. Oh dear. Well, they're still allied at the moment, and we can try and get back in their good book. So yeah, hopefully that will last, and we don't need to worry. We'll deal with it if they decide to break the alliance and go feuding with us. We'll sort it out if it happens. Just poking around the dynasty screen, and you can click on your own dynasty and then look at popularity, and it tells you your popularity in all of the different districts. And we are supremely popular everywhere. Everybody loves the piece of cakes. Look how popular everything is. In all these places, we've maxed out. So if we click on, say, those guys, they are not very popular in the old town at all. So the Hepners, they're not big there. They are not big in the old town. Go to the Schlenders. Yeah, they're not very popular in Werder or Presta, and nobody even knows who they are in Olvenstedt and the New Town and Sudenburg. But we're absolutely glorious everywhere. Oh my goodness me, these guys are terrible. They're terrible. They're terrible. Oh, at least they've got a green bar on the Wolgamuths. So at least they're all right in the old town. Ah, no, they're quite good. The Nockenhauers have got some pretty good reputation going on. Yeah, the Hepners are okay, apart from the old town. Those guys, oh, yeah, they're very popular in Werder, and they're sort of okay. But yeah, I mean, some of these, I mean, that's awful. That's terrible. Schmalburgers, you need to get out there. Get out there and boast about your achievements. That's all Gunther has been doing for the past 21 years. That's all he's been doing. You need to get out and do that. I think we might have just ushered in a bit of an era of dynastic peace. This is very exciting. So the Schmalburger and Noller dynasties are no longer feuding, and the Noller and the Nockenhauer dynasties are no longer feuding either. And I'd like to think that's maybe because of what we just did. So we've actually gone through and showed people that it's wrong to do what they were doing and to be all sorts of unpleasant and horrible. Why do that when you can be allies and friends and get on? That's very good. Right, I think also Sponge has arrived here, which is excellent. So, yeah, we want a thing into there. Ooh, they're loaded up on honey, have they? Okay, that's interesting. Right, okay, so a woolen cloak into there. Right, and then Hugo, we want you. Oh, you've actually made it over to the market. Oh, botherations. Okay, right, we'll come back here. Come back there, please. If you could run back that way really quickly, that would be marvellous. Okay, right, you're there. Ah, the result of our vote is through to sort out the guards. Right, you take that, which is lovely. And then Hugo come back out again. That means we can do this. And this is a bit of a fiddle. I will admit this is a little bit sort of a bit of a faff to have to deal with. Right, then run over to the old town. So you've got your bonus to bargaining, which is excellent. So yeah, we wanted this on now so we can then get things a bit cheaper. There's an awful lot of food in this market. There's an awful lot of cream cakes and bread rolls. Given that there's nowhere around here that kind of makes these, Yeah, I'm surprised there's quite so much stuff. And we'll get you a short sword because they seem a sensible kind of thing to have. We'll put that there. And you're probably going to go and buy yourself a thing, aren't you? You're going to buy yourself a cart of some sort. We'll let you sort that out. That's absolutely fine. You can adhere to the storage rules. And now you can go and do whatever it is that you need to do. I've clicked on a church. I didn't mean to click on the church. I thought it was the end of the day. I thought it was a bit light for the end of the day. Okay, so we've got that going. Right, hang on, vote. Okay, so the city guards, -3, -2, and -1. I've reduced the amount of guards in the old town and the new town and Sudenburg. Oh, okay. I thought I might. Oh, right. Okay, but I've not done that properly. I've not nailed that. That's that's not gone according to plan. Okay, never mind. Well, it's all been passed. We'll go and rejig that at another point. Yeah, we'll just have to go and change that because we want more guards, really, not less. Okay, so I've just used a little quick access function over here. There's a button you can press and it shows you all the characters you've got. So I've gone to the transporters and we've got ourselves 4 of the 5 transporters in their lovely woolen cloaks. So piece of cake crafts, the woodry, piece of cakeware and the cake shop are done. The only place that is not done is the tea house. Now that might be actually quite beneficial for the tea house. So they can buy things cheaper. That might help the tea house make a bit of money because I imagine it's still struggling. We'll go and look at the finances in a second. So we need to get you over to there. So Carola is the only one that is not wearing the thing. I've just set Waltraud to wear hers, which is lovely. So yeah, let's pop that back into there. Okay, now where were you, however? Where were you, Sponge? You're in here. Okay, right, so Sponge, your final job of delivering these things is to run over to the Cup of Tea house and deliver one of those things over there. It's quite a way off, and you might be going for quite some time, but it's fine. You know, it's okay. It's a lovely route to get to on this little island, and there's a nice pretty bridge and everything. So yeah, you go and do that, sort that out. Let's have a quick look then at the pastry shop. So this should be doing something, right? Everyone is trying to build. You didn't build it. Everyone's trying to make wheat bread. So yeah, that's not gonna cut it at the minute because we're only buying, we've got nothing in it. We've got honey at the moment. So that's not going to work. However, our chap here is on the way back, which is very good. So hopefully he will be able to bring some decent stuff back in here. They can go with making stuff. No, he's just got some honey. he's got some honey and then he's took some honey away. Okay, right. Now he's bought wheat flour and he's bought moon flour. That's good. So now the day has ended. Okay. So this place hasn't been brilliant so far, but it's fine. We're in the early stages. Let's have a quick look at the, let's go to there to stats. Let's look at the businesses and let's look at how well they have done today. Obviously excusing the cake thing because we've had to set it up and we've made lots of purchases and all that. So ignoring this one, piece of cakeware made about $5,000. Cup of tea house that actually made some money. Oh my goodness. And that might go up a little bit when we give them their fancy cloak. So that might go up to something colossal, say 600, but that's fine. It's making a profit. I'm fine with that. That's $4,000 and that's $5,500. So yeah, it's going very well. In terms of the money, it is looking absolutely splendid. Right, hang on, there's a character Idle. Who is Idle? Oh, it's Gesine or Gesine, however you pronounce that. Oh, okay, yes, so it's Battenberg's wife. Now I think maybe Battenberg, you need to come back here. You need to come back home and you need to partake of what the game refers to as a social activity. You need to produce some offspring. I think it's time we got the next tier of the piece of cake dynasty in place. So we've got ourselves Gunter and Alisa. They've got Battenberg and Sponge. Battenberg is now married to Gesine, and then we can possibly try and get ourselves some more children as well. I think that could be very, very good. So Battenberg is slowly making his way home. Let's move time on nice and fast. Come on now. So yeah, he can run home, which is fine. There he is. Right, hello, welcome home. I think the day is going to tick by. Okay, let's see if we can get this done right now. Battenberg. Okay, right, you do the social activity of producing offspring, please. There we go. Marvellous. What is intriguing is that Battenberg has got the action of produce offspring, yet Gesine does not. I don't think that's how that works, game. It takes two to tango, and that's just not right. But lo and behold, 'tis a miracle because Gesine is pregnant, even though she wasn't involved in any of those shenanigans because she preferred to just, I don't know, go and read a book or something. But there you go, so she's pregnant, which is very, very good. So yeah, we've now got ourselves a potential heir to the heir on the way. So a second in line. Well, I suppose Battenberg is currently first in line and then Sponge is second in line as heir of the Piece of Cake dynasty. But then once this child is born to Battenberg and Gesine, I imagine that then Sponge will become third in line to the Piece of Cake throne, if you like, and then the child will become the second because it's the child of the firstborn. I think that's how it would work. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's how it would work. Okay, right, now these two are doing nothing, so you're both doing absolutely not very much. Let's go and get you to do that, Gesine. We can get you to do that, and you can both go around and just do a legal thing of public relations. So what we're doing now is we're speeding time on because I want to get our pastry shop up and running. I feel a little bit like we've put this in and it's all exciting because it's a pastry shop. It's a place that can make cakes, but unfortunately we're not making any cakes because we've not quite got it sorted yet. Yeah, that thing appears all the time at the start of each day. So we want to make sure this is actually doing something. So at the moment they've not made anything, and now we can make some bread. At long last, we are going to make ourselves some wheat bread, and Hugo is getting some more stuff. We do need to get rid of those transporters' clothes, Hugo, because that's taking up a slot that you could be holding other items in. Hang on, Hugo. Hang on a second there, my good sir. Right, hang on. Right, where are you? Right, whoa. Slow down. Slow down there, sir. Right, Hugo. Hugo's got a horse. Okay. I wasn't expecting Hugo to have a horse, but Hugo has a horse. Hugo, did you buy yourself a horse by any chance? Yes, you have. You've got yourself a riding horse for almost 1,000 gold. I didn't authorise this. You didn't bring me any information about it. I didn't sign anything. You just went along and went, wow, the Piece of Cakes are pretty rich, aren't they? I mean, they just built a massive shop. I'll buy myself a horse. Okay, fine. Well, there you go. You've bought yourself a horse. Well done, you, with your fancy horse. So, okay, right. Round you come then. I mean, he's not that far away, is he? From the market? He's not that far away. I don't know why he needs a horse. Yeah, get rid of that, please. And then just get back on your route. Just absolutely get back on your route. Do not let me stop you on your route. I would rather you just, got rid of that thing. And then you can hold more items now. So now, if we click this, maybe that hadn't quite kicked in then. Let's see then. So let's run it on. So he's going to gallop in on his horse. Okay. He's not taking anything away yet because we're putting it into the front store. Yeah, look, and now he's picked up 3 lots of things. Also, Sabina is in the shop. Hello, Sabina. Would you like some wheat bread? I really hope you would. But you've cleared off without anything. Okay, bye. Cheerio. So yeah, he's buying many items now. A bit of water now. And buy 3 lots of things. Buy 3 lots of things. Just bought yourself a horse. Just stock up on loads of resources. That person just bought all the bread. That person just bought all of the bread. There was 10 bread. And they just bought the whole lot. Oh, that's marvellous. Hang on. Stats. Bring it over here. Piece of Cake cakes. Oh, yes. Sales in the front store, 1,790. Sales at the market, 852. This place is making money. This place is making money. And I imagine the purchases there. Does that include the horse? I imagine that includes the horse. That's very good. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's making some money. Now what we do need to do is... Oh, you're all set to make rock candy. Yeah, we haven't got any blackberries or fat. It's on the way. It's on the way. What we could do is... Oh, hang on. Somebody's leveled up. Oh, yeah, you're all going to start leveling up as well, aren't you? This is wonderful. Right, it's Hugo. He's leveled up, which is no great surprise. Intelligence and charisma when bargaining, isn't it? Intelligence and charisma. Intelligence 3. Charisma 2. Let's push that up. And that's got the bonus to bargaining up even more. So it's got up to 7. So that's good. What we do want to do is... We want to go over this way... Because poor Sponge has been waiting here for the best part of a year. Right, let's drop that into there. You can do that. We've got a lot more woolen cloaks. I mean, we could just sell those for a bit of money because we made them ourselves. So we could just sell them. It might be worth keeping a few, maybe keeping a few behind because then our transporters in future businesses can wear them. But yeah, do you know what? Let's just keep them. Right, so Sponge... I would like you... Oh my goodness me. the child of Battenberg and Gesine is born, and the name they want to give him is Yelver. No, we're not going to do that. The stats are very good, though. Charisma 5. We've got a dexterity of 2, an intelligence of 6, perception of 5, and strength of 2. So yeah, again, it's not overly strong. Okay, right. We need to get another name then. So say hello, everybody, to Carrot, because, you know, carrot cake. Carrot cake's a nice thing, and it's healthy. It's got carrots in it, so it's good for you. So yes, this can be little baby Carrot. And people looking at Battenberg and Gesine going, your child's called Carrot. Okay, good, right, yes, it's fine. Okay, so there you go. So we now have ourselves Carrot. So Carrot has joined, which is marvellous. Welcome to the world, Carrot. Right, Sponge, we want you to go home. Go home, Sponge. Go home. You've done your job very, very well. You've dropped off all these things. That's all marvellous. Right, now you, yeah, are they equipped? No, they're not equipped. So Carola, oh, yeah, where are you? Have you just left? Is that you? No, that's Sponge. Where's Carola? Hang on. How do we find where you might be? I think you're inside. Can we give you one of those like that and then pick you, get you to come outside? Ah, dearie me. Right, and then put that on because that makes it better. And then go back inside and then just put that in there for now. It's fine. Just drop that in there. It can just sit in the way. Well, that's peasant's clothes. Oh, no, hang on. We'll sell that. Absolutely. We'll go and sell that. Come over here. Come over here, Carola. Go to the market and we will sell that because we might as well because you're not wearing them because the other clothes that you've got now give you a better bargaining thing. So yeah, so we'll sell the tea. Yes, please. 160, not very much. And we'll sell that for 375. Okay, and now you can go back onto your regular route. Okay, wonderful. Everything is sorted. Oh, and that's lovely. We've got a little child now. There's an heir to the heir, which is excellent news. I'm very happy with that. And the pastry shop is hopefully looking pretty good. So what are we doing in there? They are collecting ingredients. Okay. Right. They're running off to collect ingredients, are they? What are they going to collect? I'm intrigued as to what they're going to go and grab. Okay, but they've all gone on a little trip, have they? Are they all on a... Oh, look, they're all having a little sort of field trip out. Where are you going? I am now intrigued. Bearing in mind that also the day is going to end at some point. They're picking up honey. They're getting honey. I think we have quite a lot of honey, don't we? That's the one thing we had an all right amount of. I'm fairly certain. Oh no, they must have gone through it all. They must have burned through all of that honey, making whatever else they needed. Oh, the rock candy. Ah, okay, that's what they needed it for. Okay, we've got 30,000 money. So I think the last thing we're going to do, we're going to become a nobleman. So what does that give us? We can conquer a building. That sounds a bit fighty. We can have a henchman. That's quite good. We could put a henchman going around with Gunther for now. That might be quite handy. And we can have the ability to, well, the skill or whatever of nepotism, which means, now I don't know if we have to deploy it or apply it or what, but that means that we can have our other family members in those council jobs. I don't know how we do it. I don't know if we need to apply to make it a legal law or something like that in the city. I'm not sure, but that might be worth looking at. But here we go. Let's go and become a nobleman. I mean, it's a chunk of money, that is, but let's claim the title. We are now noble. This is wonderful. So a squire is 26,500. Yeah, we can get that. And we're on 15,000 now. The big thing is going to be the influence. It needs 5,000 influence. We're going to have to save up quite a bit of money and do some of those other things. So give money to the church and do the, whatever it was, oiling the wheels of bureaucracy and do trade things and send people around the world and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have to do all that. But do you know what? We shall do all that stuff next time out because we're going to finish up for now. We're at a pretty good point to leave it. Everything is looking great. We've got our little pastry shop all set up. There is another child on the way. So Battenberg and Gesine are going to be parents, and that's great for the dynasty because that means it will carry on a little bit more. So, yeah, it's all looking very, very good. The money is rolling in. and it's all looking splendid for the piece of cake. So yeah, we'll wrap things up for the moment. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in the Guild 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. These people are eating the tables. They're just devouring the tables. They're so hungry. There's no atmosphere at all. Were you sat in the car park? Are you sure you came to the right place? Mein Knien staan in brand. If you want to order meatballs made of snails, you need to be really certain about this.